Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here. We are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Monday, January 24th slate of NBA games. I'm super excited to hop into today's slate. I found a couple plays that I really like, and I'm ready to share those with you guys. So we have 2 player props, 1 spread pick. But first, I'm sorry to let you guys down. I truly am. Obviously, the parlay didn't even really come close to hitting. So I do apologize about that. Seems like a lot of the stats that I had, a lot of the stats were right when it comes to DeMar DeRozan. He scored like 40 points. Joel Embiid had another good night. We had Fred VanVleet ended right on the hook, right at 19. Who was the other one? I can't even remember at this point. Jimmy Butler, 8 or more rebounds. He ended up hitting that, and the Lakers to win. Just a lot of the games didn't really go our way when it came to who won the game. But other than that, we were really pretty solid. We had a lot of the player props right. So maybe for the 3,000 one, maybe I just have to do a bunch of point and rebound and assist lines, or just like props in general. Maybe I just have to do like a 15-leg prop parlay. I don't know. But we'll get to that whenever we get there. But first of all, thank you guys again for 2,000 subscribers. We are on the way to 3,000 now, so that's super exciting. Hopefully, we can hit it maybe by the end of the month. I think that would be pretty cool. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. So let's do a quick recap. We ended up going 1-1 on the day yesterday. We had LaMelo Ball under 6.5 rebounds versus the Atlanta Hawks. That one ended right on the hook. He ended right at 6. Then we had Karl-Anthony Towns over 23.5 points versus the Brooklyn Nets. Oh my goodness, what an absolute crazy play. This one was extremely close to winning. He actually only had 6 points going into the fourth quarter and ends up with 23 right on the hook. I know that there are some people that got this line at 22.5, and so if they got 22.5, they ended up winning it. Shout out to Massa. If you guys do know who he is on YouTube, make sure you guys do check him out. He's a fantastic 2K content creator. Absolutely fantastic. I've been watching him for a very long time now, and he does a great job with his videos. So he ended up taking some of my plays. He put them all together, and he got the Karl-Anthony Towns 22.5 line and ended up working out for him. So that's the quick recap. We ended up 1-1, unfortunately, but hopefully, that was last week. That was the end of last week. We still had a very successful week overall. We ended up making a lot of money, so hopefully we can start off this week right. We have 3 plays. Hopefully we can have another profitable day. So our first play of the day is going to be the Phoenix Suns -7 versus Utah -110 odds. The Phoenix Suns have been really good recently. They're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games. And if you look at it, it looks like Utah has been pretty good against the spread in the last 10. But let's really dive into it. Utah, Donovan Mitchell is going to be out of this game. Donovan Mitchell is suffering he's going through concussion protocol as of right now. And so since he's going through concussion protocol, they have had, here has been the 3 outcomes of their games. They have lost by 5 straight up to Houston. They won by 10, only 10 to Detroit, and they lost by 2 to Golden State. Now, the Golden State one is kind of up in the air. I know that one could probably go either way, but I do feel like if Donovan Mitchell is healthy against a Warriors team with no Draymond, I do think that they win that game probably by close to double digits, maybe like 8 or so, just because this Jazz team is pretty solid overall. But Donovan Mitchell is kind of the person that really makes this train run, and so with him being out of the lineup, I do think that we do see a pretty huge advantage here for Phoenix. And it looks like for Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton is supposed to be back in the lineup. He was listed as questionable their last game, and he ended up sitting that one out. So I do think he should be back as of right now. He is listed as a game-time decision. Hopefully he does play for us. And then on top of that, Phoenix, in their last 4 games versus Utah, they've won the game in the last 4 they've won 4 straight. But they've only covered in 3 of those games. One of them they ended up winning by like 5. But either way, they've won 4 straight. So I guess Phoenix just kind of has Utah's number right now. And so I do think we do see a little bit of an advantage there. So that is our first play of the day. Phoenix Suns -7 versus Utah -110 odds. Our second play of the day is going to be the man himself, Josh Giddey, over 6.5 rebounds versus my Chicago Bulls -140 odds. Chicago, oh my goodness, I have such a love-hate relationship with the Chicago Bulls right now. I love Chicago so much, but oh my God, what are we doing? We literally just got blown out by the Magic. I know we're missing some guys, but man, I mean, like, we should not be letting Mo Wagner, not even Franz, Mo Wagner, literally score 20 on us. Like, that's ridiculous. Oh man, it's such a hard time to be a Bulls fan right now, and like with just all the injuries that we have right now, I'm really glad we had a great start to the season. Otherwise, we would be in pretty much the same spot we were before. But that's besides the point. This is not a Bulls pick. This is a going against Bulls pick. So this is Josh Giddey over 6.5 rebounds. In Josh Giddey's last 5 games, he's cashed this line exactly in 4 of them. So he's been really good at rebounding the ball recently. And in the last 3 games, Chicago, they've been allowing a lot of rebounds. They have allowed the 11th most rebounds per game, as like just in total, in their last 3 games. And in the last 3 games, both of these two teams have shot at a very poor rate. So obviously, the worse that they shoot, the more rebound opportunities that they are. So in their last 3, Oklahoma City has shot just 42% from the field, and Chicago, they've shot just 47.5% from the field. So both very atrocious numbers, and so there should be a lot of rebound chances for a guy like Josh Giddey. And in the last 3, Chicago and OKC, they've both played a little bit faster than they normally would. In their last 3, Chicago has played at the 13th fastest pace, and Oklahoma City has played at the 12th fastest pace. So a little bit of an advantage there too. The more possessions that they get, the more shots they're going to get up, stuff like that. So that is our second play of the day. Josh Giddey over 6.5 rebounds versus Chicago -140 odds. And our third and final play of the day is going to be Jared Allen under 13.5 points versus the New York Knicks -110 odds. The Knicks, recently, they've been really good when it comes to defending the center position. They give up the 4th fewest points per game to opposing centers. And with Darius Garland on such a tear, I do think he's going to be getting a lot of the love on this team. And so I don't think it'll be going to Jared Allen. I think Jared Allen's pretty much going to get most of his points off offensive rebounds and putbacks. When it comes to the Knicks, they're the 6th best defense in the entire NBA and the 8th best in the last 3. So they are a very solid team overall. They play at the slowest pace in the entire NBA, which definitely doesn't help their case whatsoever. The New York Knicks, like, if the slower their pace, the less shots they're going to get up, and there's just not going to be a whole lot of scoring going on, I don't think. And this over-under is set pretty low as well, so I just don't foresee a lot of points being scored in this game. And in Jared Allen's last 7 road games, he has only hit this over twice in his last 7 road games. So I do think he plays a little bit better at home, and so I do think we see a little bit of an advantage there as well. So that is going to do it for our 3 official plays of the day. Like I said, if you guys are new, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Once again, sorry about the parlay. I hope that we can hit the 3,000 one. That would be fantastic. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I just need your guys' help to do it. So that's going to do it for me. This is King Center signing out. Peace.